Magnets!
Science.
Magnets! Everybody loves magnets. At least I love magnets. To me, magnets are the coolest thing in the world. You got these little objects that, push and pull things. That's super cool. And what you didn't know is that that's a property of matter. Some materials, which are things that are made out of matter, have a property called magnetism. And magnetism is a thing that allows an object to apply a magnetic force on another object. It's almost like gravity. Whenever gravity is there, things fall, right? Imagine you were to put a ball on the ground and it doesn't fall. It's already on the ground. It can't fall anymore. But then imagine if I snap my fingers and under the ball, a giant pit opened up. And since there's a giant pit, the ball starts to fall. That's sort of what magnets do to certain materials, to certain magnetic materials. Magnets, which are materials that have magnetic property, create sort of like a pit that certain materials are able to fall into, except of falling into an actual pit, they're falling into or towards the magnet. So if you were to grab a magnet and you were to put it next to a magnetic material, like let's say like a screw or a nail, that magnet is sort of creating a pit for that screw or nail to fall into and fall towards the magnet. Sort of what the magnet does. It pulls on something. But it doesn't always just pull, it can sometimes push. But it only pushes against other magnets. See, magnets have, here, let's go to the whiteboard. Let's say we had a bar magnet like this. Actually, let's draw a better one. Boom, 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 boom. Well, we say a magnet has two sides to it. A north side, like the North Pole, and a south side. And we call these the poles of a magnet. Poles, like the North and South Pole. This is the North Pole of a magnet, and this is the South Pole of a magnet. Magnets, whatever a magnetic material, let's say like a nail, let's say a nail were to come towards that magnet would pull on the nail, and the nail would fly towards the magnet. But let's say we had another magnet right here, and its north and south poles were like this, facing this way. Okay, this is its south pole, this is its north pole. That magnet would pull on this magnet, and this magnet would pull on that magnet. They would go like this, boo, and they'd pull towards each other, and they would attract and then stick to each other. But what if we switch the poles? Let's say that instead of the North Pole is pointing at the South Pole, we were to put it like this, where the South Pole is pointing at the North Pole. Well then, if this happened, if this South Pole is pointing at this South Pole, then they would push away from each other. They wouldn't want to get close to each other, and they would push away from each other. This happens when magnets pull are facing the same, have the same poles facing each other. And that's where you get the saying, opposites attract, because north and south attract to each other, but south and south push away from each other. Now, what if we were to put a magnet up here, and we were to put the North Pole at the bottom, and the South Pole at the top? Well, would it be attracted? No, it would get pushed away. If it's the same poles facing each other, then they would get pushed away. If it's opposite poles, if this was a South Pole, then they would attract towards each other. And that's where you get the phrase, opposites attract, and that's where you get the phrase opposites attract. Because the opposite poles attract each other, but the same poles push away from each other. So yeah, that's magnetism for you. If you got any magnets at home, go around and see what materials in your house are magnetic and what materials will, get attracted to the magnet. And then go grab another magnet and see if they'll attract each other whenever the poles are different, or push away whenever the poles are the same. So yeah, magnets are really, really cool. Stay in school. Whee!